Hello and welcome to ASSISI Animal Sanctuary. A lot of people know we rehome cats and dogs, but we also rehome rabbits, guinea pigs, rats, dagoos and chinchillas. Up here, this is the small animal unit, so this is housing, at the moment, guinea pigs and rabbits. We did have some rats, but they recently just went home. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to take you around, give you a tour for everyone, and just show you them, and maybe give the rabbits some treats and the guinea pigs some treats, and let you see them and stuff. This here is Roxy and Hamach. These two guys we'd consider them our long-term rabbits. So Roxy herself, she's been around with us for around 7 years. 6-7 years she's been with us. It's mainly due to her having some health conditions, such as mainly just a sore tummy and a sore back. So she's on quite a lot of medication for that, and she can be very nervous with new people. She is a wee bit camera shy, so she'll hopefully be happy enough with a stroker. So you can see she has a big fluffy mane on her. She's kind of like a lion. Speaking of which, this is what you call a Lionhead Rabbits. So a lot of them, they can have different manes. Roxy goes right down to her cheeks, and in winter it usually gets a lot longer and thicker. So now that the summer's come along, hopefully it'll thin out and she won't look as ferocious like a lion. And then her friend Hamish, he is what we would consider a continental giant cross. So he isn't as big as some of the continental giants, but he is just as sweet as them. He's a very, very relaxed boy. He mainly just does love to sleep his days away. So yeah, most of the day he will just be snoozing off all his food because he eats like a machine, God love him. But yeah, so he's a very sweet boy. Both of them get along very well together. They've been together for around 2 years and they're still up for adoption. We're just trying to find the perfect home for them because they, as I said, they are rabbits with some complications. But that doesn't stop them from being absolute sweethearts. We have the Weenie Buns, so I've literally just got a handful of dried carrots for them as a treat, and I'll see if they'll come running over. Weenies! Weenie Buns! Weenie Buns! Oh, here they come. So you'll notice these guys are like big fluffy teddy bears, and generally their attitude, Crumbs has decided he wants the vegetables instead. He's very responsible, Crumbs. You can see they're basically like big fluffy teddy bears. These guys, these are what we would say they would be Angora Rabbits, so their coat can get very, very long, so it will need shaved and cut and groomed daily. Well, groomed daily at least, so brushed. But they're very, very well-natured rabbits if you have the time to put in with them. They would be a lot more high maintenance than the other rabbits. So these guys, we call them the Weenie Buns because when they came in, they were only 8 weeks and they were like the size of our hands. So they used to be weenies, but now they're some of the biggest rabbits we have in at the moment. You see, they will just sit there. They don't bite. They're just so they are very well-natured wee rabbits, these guys. Especially when you have food like this, then they become your best friend within minutes of knowing them. So this here is Beans, that's Crumbs, and that's Brownie. So she would kind of be the boss of the group. She would keep everyone in check, including all the staff members. She would keep in check to see if we're all doing our job right. Then Crumbs, he would be the calmest out of the lot. He would allow you to like stroke him, give him big body rubs, everything. He's just such a sweetheart. And then Beans here, she's just all about love as well. But yeah, these guys, so lovely, and see they're munching away. They eat a lot. They go through like all this hay. They'll go through it. Well, most of it they'll leave. They generally go to the bathroom in that hay tray, but then they'll munch away at all that hay and all that hay. That's just to make sure they have a lot of fibre in them, and of course rabbits' teeth don't stop growing, so they need the hay to trim their teeth down. As you can see, Brownie's setting a good example, munching on her hay. So yeah, rabbits live very, very healthy lives. Like, they always strive for the healthy food, which is always helpful. So this here is a pair of our guinea pigs. They came into us around Christmas time, so we thought we'd give them a bit of a festive name. So together they're called Mince Pie. So he's Mince and that's Pie. Both, they're a little older pigs. I believe they're around 4 years old. So they're some of the older pigs we're having at the moment. They've been with us a few months, but they're super sweet. You can see they're chowing down on some romaine lettuce. So romaine lettuce is very good for guinea pigs. It's full of vitamin C. That's a vitamin that guinea pigs can't produce on their own, so they need an outside source to do it for them. So they're very sweet. They're still getting used to handling with humans, so they've come a long way, especially Pie here. He's been getting a lot more used to humans throughout the time he's been here, mainly because he's also one who's been on quite a lot of medication, so he's had some experience with humans now. And Pie, he's a wee bit more shy than Mince, but together, you know, they do really love each other, and they are waiting for a wee forever home, to go home together. They will just go through an entire fridge full of vegetables, though.